Imagine what you could do with a map of your relationship. If you think about it, maps are incredibly powerful tools. They show us where we've been, they provide context for where we are, and they help us navigate where we're going in the future. So picture a custom roadmap for you and your partner. With this relationship roadmap, you could gain a bird's eye view of your current situation, your current relationship. You could better understand where you and your partner both come from, and how your past influences your present. And most importantly, you can identify potential obstacles or pitfalls in the road ahead. This is the essence of relationship mapping. It's an intensive couples experience that gives you a visual roadmap of your relationship and life so far. And it can potentially guide you towards a more connected and aware future together. If you don't know me, my name is Oliver, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist based in Los Angeles, and I help people just like you grow great relationships every day. I'm fortunate enough to run a busy private practice, and I specialize in working with families and couples. Beyond that, I have the privilege of serving as a clinical supervisor and a clinical director, and occasionally I even moonlight as a professor in a graduate-level clinical psychology program. So what that means is I'm not just helping my own clients. It's incredible to think that I also guide other therapists with their clients, extending my reach to the couples and families that they support. It's kind of mind-blowing to me to reflect on how many lives I've touched directly and indirectly over the years. But the truth is, I wasn't always good at working with families and couples. But these challenging experiences motivated me to continually refine my technique and approach to couples therapy. I began my journey in a residential treatment center dealing with some of the most complicated cases imaginable. At first, I helped couples and parents by facilitating discussions about their feelings and promoting healthy communication. Now, while this approach definitely brought some success, I soon noticed a recurring issue. I would put out one fire over here only to find another blazing the following session over here. Resolving one core conflict often led to new issues, leaving my clients feeling really frustrated and disconnected from each other. So it soon became clear to me that simply teaching skills and tools was only part of the solution. I needed to have a more transformative approach, and that is when I turned to family systems theory. This approach, which has been around since the 1950s and is backed by decades of research, views relationships from a systemic perspective, identifying patterns of interaction that create the problems that worry my couples. So a couple might come and see me because one partner feels that the other is emotionally cold or distant. An option most therapists would take would be to help them reconnect by getting them to talk about their feelings and getting them to improve their emotional intimacy. Family systems theory goes one step further by identifying underlying patterns which are actually the root cause of that partner being cold or distant. So it might turn out that the emotionally cold partner does actually have very warm, loving feelings towards their partner, but backs off and shuts down when they are overwhelmed or stressed at work. But when they retreat from the relationship like that, it makes the other party feel anxious, more demanding, or more needy. But that's exactly what the overwhelmed partner doesn't need. They feel engulfed or smothered and retreat from the relationship even further. It's the classic distancer-pursuer relationship, but it actually started outside of the relationship with work stress. And that's the holistic bird's eye view that family system helps us take. And it's why relationship mapping can be so helpful. Most couples wait for 6 years before they come to therapy. And during that time, the things that bother them often get worse. It's like they put a Band-Aid over a wound and try to pretend that it's not there. But really, that wound needs more attention and more healing. So in some of the couples I see, they have been experiencing more frequent conflicts and misunderstandings, and that might have led them to feel disconnected from each other. Each of them feel misunderstood, unappreciated, and that leads to more frustration and more resentment and more fighting. It's like a never-ending loop of hurt and frustration. Another couple might come and see me because they're struggling with a lack of intimacy, both emotionally or physically. And over time, this lack of intimacy makes them feel isolated, lonely, wondering what the point in the relationship is. That lack of intimacy might actually push one partner to go and get their emotional needs met elsewhere. And that's often what's underlying infidelity in affairs. So perhaps you might be starting to have concerns in your relationship, or perhaps you know couples who have shared their experiences and maybe they've gone through something similar. And perhaps those couples have even tried couples therapy to varying degrees of success. Sometimes couples therapy isn't effective because they've left it too late to change the habits and heal those wounds or get a course correction on the direction that they're headed in. Other times, when the pain is not so severe or couples don't feel like they've wandered too far from their path, it's really hard to get both parties to commit to long-term couples therapy. It's expensive, it's a time burden, and we're all so busy it sometimes feels like just another thing that you have to fit into your week. But without both people being fully bought into treatment, sometimes couples leave before they get to the root cause of their issue. The beauty of relationship mapping is that it's a time commitment of only a few hours, which we can spread over a week or 10 days, and couples can sign up if they've been together for a few months, a few years, or even a few decades. Relationship mapping is going to help you erase any doubts or concerns you have about your relationship, one way or another. You might identify that you don't actually need long-term therapy, and you might not need to do any further sessions. It might also confirm your fears and point out that you do actually have some work to do. That might not be the best news, but I tend to find that living with uncertainty and doubt is more painful. So I created relationship mapping to help couples gain a detailed snapshot on where they stand in their relationship. A relationship map helps you understand your past and how that impacts your present. It identifies your current stressors and how they might affect your feelings of connection and closeness. Most importantly, it highlights potential red flags that could cause complications in the future. Our intensive program consists of 4 or 5 hour-long sessions spread over several days to fit your schedule. During this time, we conduct an extensive battery of assessments and interviews, both separately and together. This helps us get a really comprehensive view of you, your life, your past, and your relationship. At the end of these sessions, you'll receive a hard copy of your relationship map along with our specific recommendations on what you might want to consider working on together. And you're welcome to continue working with me or one of my colleagues who you'll meet during this process, or you can continue with your new therapist or your current therapist, or not at all. Relationship mapping provides a thorough understanding of your relationship's landscape, offering insights and actionable steps to strengthen your connection and address potential issues before they escalate. However, this program isn't meant to be an intensive solution for everyone. It's not specifically designed to fix issues or focus on particular problems. Instead, it provides a broad overview of your relationship. Think of it as a psychological map that gives you a comprehensive view of what's going on. The process involves examining your life and your feelings honestly, which can be really uncomfortable for some people. It does require a willingness to look closely at your relationship and be truthful about how things are going. So it's not for everyone. Relationship mapping consists of 4 50-minute sessions, beginning with an initial interview with me and the both of you. We'll start by getting to know each other, and then I'll guide you through some very specific questions designed to focus on the patterns and dynamics that concern you most. This is a concentrated approach, and it allows you to gain deeper insights into your relationship without the need for these months of traditional therapy. It quickly identifies whether further therapy is needed and on what issues. You're going to feel relieved and hopeful knowing that you can obtain meaningful insights and guidance in a really short period of time. It's an efficient process that saves you time, helps you understand your relationship dynamics sooner. So within just a few days, you'll gain a clearer understanding of your relationship's strengths and challenges. And you're going to feel empowered with that knowledge and ready to take the next steps, whether that means continuing therapy or working on your relationship independently. In the very first session, I'll be joined with one of my colleagues, making our process exceptionally thorough. While I try my hardest to notice and absorb everything that goes on during a session, having two therapists in the room really ensures that nothing is overlooked. With two therapists, you benefit from dual perspectives and insights, providing this really comprehensive understanding of your relationship, all for the same cost as a single therapist. You're going to feel more reassured and supported knowing that two professional minds are focused on your relationship. This dual approach really adds depth and accuracy to the assessment, hopefully boosting your confidence in the assessment and results. This approach provides a richer, more detailed analysis of your relationship, leading to greater clarity and understanding. And with the combined expertise of two therapists, you'll feel more equipped to handle your relationship challenges and embrace growth opportunities. The second and third sessions of our relationship mapping workshop involves individual sessions with each partner and a member of my team. This is a more focused approach that allows us to thoroughly understand each person in the relationship, delving into family of origin issues and your individual characteristics and personality. You're going to feel truly heard and understood as an individual, not just as one half of a couple. This deep dive into your personal history and identity helps us uncover underlying issues, strengths, fosters greater self-awareness and empathy for your partner. So your relationship map will reflect a deeper understanding of both you and your own partner's background. And the insights that we gain in this are going to help you grow a more meaningful understanding of each other, help you develop stronger emotional bonds, and make you feel more connected and aligned, appreciating the unique contribution that each of you bring to the relationship. At the end of the relationship mapping workshop, you receive a hard copy of your relationship map as well as a PDF version. Along with this, we'll provide specific recommendations for future work tailored to your specific needs. So this is a tangible resource that serves as a lasting reference, helping you stay on track and continually improve your relationship. It's something that you can take with you to a couples therapist in the future or refer back to in the years to come, ensuring that you've got this real continuity and consistency in your treatment and how you handle your relationship journey. We provide a physical copy of the relationship map and the assessments. This gives you concrete guidance, offers you peace of mind, knowing that you have a really reliable resource to refer to. The map becomes this symbol of your journey together. You can track progress over time and gives you a sense of security. So when you hold a clearly detailed map of your relationship, it gives you certainty about your current situation and a vision for the future. And this clarity and direction helps you really navigate your relationship with confidence, knowing exactly where you stand now and how to move together in the future. We hope that your relationship thrives as you both continue to feel secure and optimistic about the path ahead of you. If you want the peace of mind that a relationship mapping intensive can provide, and if you want to feel more secure or more connected or more optimistic about your future together, don't wait. Take the first steps towards understanding your relationship today. We don't offer this package year-round, but if you're seeing this video, it means that I'm opening up my schedule for another round of relationship mapping in the next few weeks. I really hope you take advantage of these open slots by signing up through the links below. Either me or a member of my team will get back to you promptly and guide you through the first steps. So let's start mapping your relationship's path to a brighter future, and I hope you sign up now. Oh.